Hey guys, it's Priscilla Ono, global makeup artist for Fenty Beauty. Today I'm going to recreate a look I recently did on Rihanna. Alright, I'm going to start with foundation. Now today on eyeside, I'm using Eavesdrop in 20 and 22. 20 for like the inner part of her face, and 22 for the outer part of her face. So I noticed there's a little bit of discoloration around Ice's mouth, so I'm going to go in with Bright Fix in the color Pumpkin. Now I'm going to go in with a precision sponge, and I'm going to take this on the rounded side, and I'm just going to kind of blend that in. I'm actually going to pick up a little bit more of the foundation because it really helps to just melt all of the colors together. Sometimes when you use color correctors, you can kind of get a little scared, like, oh my gosh, there's this big orange color all over my face. But you just keep blending, and I promise you it'll make such a difference. All right, so this is blended to perfection now. Do you see this? I mean, she could just go out like this and her skin is flawless, honey. But we're gonna now add a little bit of dimension. So I'm gonna take 2 matchsticks, espresso and caviar, and I'm gonna put those on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna just start to apply this. So cheekbones, like right where they indent, underneath the chin and jawline, brings a little bit of like that warmth around the skin. Now I'm gonna go in with the little precision sponge, and I'm gonna go in with the Eavesdrop 20, the lighter shade, and I'm just gonna cut underneath her cheekbones. And this is just gonna give some definition to that contour. So now I'm gonna go in with the same sponge that I used to apply her foundation, and I'm just gonna blend this all in. So now that the foundation is on, I'm gonna go ahead and do her brows, and just kind of elongating the tail. So you're looking into getting like that perfect Rihanna brow. I always suggest going with a shade darker than your eyebrow color, and that's gonna really help your eyebrows stand out. So next I'm gonna go in with 1 shade lighter. This is black brown, and I'm gonna do the very base of the brow, the front of the brow. And I kind of just flick. And I don't want this part to be too dark, because even though we're doing like a dark, strong, beautiful brow, we still want it to look somewhat natural. And I think that the natural element is this area of the brow here. All right, now that that brow is on there, I'm gonna be using the Pro Filter Concealer in the color 440, and I'm gonna use this as an eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna take Cocoa Naughty and Mocha Mommy, and these are the Sunstalker bronzers, and I'm gonna take a little bit of these colors and kind of blend them together a little bit. And I am gonna use them as a transitional crease tone. When I do Reese eyeshadow, I always do this shape where it goes right in the crease, and then I kind of bring it down on the outside, and then kind of on the lash line on the outer edge, and then kind of bring it up, and it creates like this really cool cat eye effect. And it's just like a little subtle difference, but it's like really snatches the eye up. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Rose Rave Diamond Balm, and I'm gonna take that on a flat brush, and I'm gonna just press that all on the eyelid. And it has a little bit of like this pink and bronze undertone, which is just gonna open up and make the eye look really pretty. And now I'm gonna go back with my crease brush and kind of just blend like right at the crease. Okay, so now I'm gonna take Wish You Would in the color Cause I'm Black, and I'm gonna apply this right on her eyes. And I'm just gonna do right at the end and kind of bring it up. I kind of cheated a little bit, and I don't really draw like at the very end of her eye, but kind of like a little bit above it to kind of make the eye look more lifted. So I really love this formula because it glides on. It's almost like a gel formula, but it also has an amazing staying power. Like once it's set, it's not going anywhere. So I just added some individual eyelashes, and now I'm gonna go in with the full frontal mascara, and I'm just going to add a little bit on the very end. And I'm also gonna do just a tiny bit underneath the eyes as well. All right, so now we're gonna move on to setting this makeup, and sometimes just a little bit of Invisimatte on the areas that you're shiny is like the perfect go-to. Now I'm just gonna add a little bit of depth. I'm gonna go in with Sunstalker bronzer in the color Mocha Mommy, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and just kind of hit all the areas that I applied my matchsticks on earlier, just to add a little bit of warmth on the skin. I'm gonna go in with the Cheeks Out Blush and Daiquiri Dip. Smile for me, and we're gonna get those apples going. So pretty. That just really like brightened up that look, gave it that baby doll effect. Now, since the look was kind of on a tight schedule and I had to do it really quick, I wanted something that was still gonna really pop and be like this moment. And I was like, we gotta do a hot pink lip. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and apply. And again, this is Stunna. And I'm gonna take this, the doe foot, kind of like upside down, and I'm gonna just trace her lips, almost like a lip liner first. You can just use the doe foot upside down. So now just kind of using the doe foot flat and applying it all over the lips. And you're gonna see that bright hot pink just really do its magic. Okay, now it's like the finishing touch. This is like the cherry on top of the makeup look, if you will. I'm gonna take a little bit of Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, and we're just gonna pop the inner corners. Ree loves a good inner corner shimmer pop, and so do I. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in there, and the same on the other side. And then we're just gonna take a little bit and just put it a little bit down the bridge of her nose. And on the tip of the nose. This is like the Rihanna special right here. And that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would love to see your recreations of this look. Make sure you tag @Fenty Beauty.